tablet, but it wasn't letting me work. I tried a few times and it wasn't working, so I was like, let me just switch to my phone instead. So I am so sorry to anyone that thought I canceled the stream. I'm literally so sorry. And and hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mariah. And again, I'm really, really sorry because I was literally trying to try a different way of streaming instead of my phone. I was gonna try my tablet, but that didn't go well. I'm gonna figure out why that wasn't working later because I don't want to hold this stream. Like, I don't want people that actually really wanted to see the stream not to be able to see it. And today's live stream is on the topic of Senator Tammy Duckworth. This topic is the third live stream for the famous Women in Disabilities in the Disability Community live stream series for Women's History Month. All the information below is from the About Tammy biography section on the Duckworth uh, U.S. Senate website. U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth is an Iraq war veteran, Purple Heart recipient, and former Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, who was among the first handful of Army women to fly combat missions during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Might be Iraqi because I know it's said differently there. Okay. Duckworth served in the reserve forces for 23 years before retiring at the rank of lieutenant, sorry, yeah, I was right, lieutenant colonel in 2014. She was elected to U.S. Senate in 2016 after representing Illinois' 8th congressional district in the U.S. House of Representatives for 2 terms. In 2004, Duckworth was deployed to Iraq as a Black Hawk helicopter pilot the for the Illinois Army National Guard. On November 12, 2004, her helicopter was hit by a RPG and she lost her legs and partial use of her right arm. Senator Duckworth spent the next year recovering at Walter Reed Army Medical Center, where she quickly became an advocate for her fellow warriors. Oh, hi. And I'm so sorry I made you think that the stream was canceled. I was having technical difficulties because I was going to try to stream on my tablet, but that didn't work out. So after a few attempts with that, I just decided to switch to my phone instead. Okay, and where was I at? Oh, yes. After she recovered, she became director of the Illinois Department of Veteran Affairs, where she helped create a tax credit for employers that hire veterans, establishing at first a first in the nation 24/7 veteran crisis hotline, and developed innovative programs to improve veterans' access to housing and healthcare. No, I understand. I don't think I definitely know I could not finish it in seconds because that would have been seconds, and that's impossible with the information I have. And I understand you were checking. I like that you checked. Where was I at? Oh yes. In 2009, President Obama appointed Duckworth as Assistant Secretary of Veteran Affairs, where she coordinated a joint initiative with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to help end veteran homelessness. Um, and I noticed that I could see like at least on my screen, I see the light changing. I'm sorry. I think it's probably because not sure if it's from my light or from the natural light because I have both my light and the natural light. And for when I do that, it helps like me be able to see myself on the screen because I like being able to see myself to make sure I'm, you know, visible. But sorry if you're seeing that because I know that might be distracting for some people. Okay, where was that? Oh yes, and it said, and also it worked to address the unique challenges faced by females as well as um, Native American veterans and created the Office of Online Communications to improve the VA's accessibility, especially among young veterans. In the U.S. House, Duckworth served on the Arms Services Committee and was an advocate for working families and job creation, introducing bills like her bipartisan Friendly Airports for Mothers or FAM Act to ensure new mothers have access to safe, clean, and accessible lactation rooms when traveling through airports, which is now a law. Which I think is really cool because I did not know that. Um, uh, she helped lead passage of the bipartisan Clay Hunt SAV Act, where enhanced efforts to track and reduce veteran suicide. Oh, hi. Oh, you're completely fine. Um, I sometimes forget people from different parts of the country like have different. I mean, I know they have different times, but I'm like for me, I'm like, oh yeah, it's only for me, it's only afternoon. For some people, it's evening, and some people it's morning, depending on what time zone you come in. Um, I haven't started that long ago. Sigh. I had technical difficulties, like I was telling Maggie Michael, because I was trying to stream on my tablet. That didn't go that well, so after a few attempts on that, I just switched over to my phone. So you're not late. And even if you miss something, you can always go back and watch it. Um, if you want to, no pressure. Okay. She also passed the Troop Talent Act to help returning veterans find jobs in the private sector and work to cut waste and fraud at the Pentagon and throughout government, including passing a common sense provision that was projected to save taxpayers uh, $4 billion by reducing redundancy in military uniforms. The U.S. Senate, in the U.S. Senate, Duckworth advocates for physical common sense solutions needed to move our state and country forward, like rebuilding our crumbling infrastructure. And then reason why I'm going to say Illinoisans because this is where the state is, like what would say the state she represents. There we go. That's the right word. That's why a lot it talks about like Illinois a lot because that's the state she is the well, that's the state she represents in the Senate, and that's the one she also represented in the House of um, Representatives. Just to be clear, so that's why reference or say that a lot. What was I gonna say? Protecting Illinoisans. Hopefully, I said that right. From lead poisoning, growing manufacturing jobs while supporting minority owned small businesses, investing in communities that that have been ignored too long, and making college more affordable for all Americans. Oh wow, so you guys, yeah, our time in the U.S. went back. Yeah, last Sunday too. So I mean, sorry, went up. Sorry, went forward last Sunday. So I guess we're, I guess we're still about this. Maybe a 1 hour difference. Maybe you're 5 hours behind. I don't know if that's accurate. My bad. Um, but I understand that does affect everything when the time switch happens. She co-founded the Senate's first ever Environmental Justice Caucus. Caucus, and also continues her lifelong mission of supporting, protecting, and keeping the promises we made to our veterans, as well as ensuring that we stand fully behind the troops our nation sends into danger overseas. In 2018, after Duckworth became the first Senate to give birth, first time to give birth while serving in office, she sent a message to working families across the country about the value of family-friendly policies by securing a historic vote change that allows senators to bring their infant children on the Senate floor. Who would have guessed you would actually have to make an actual rule about being able to bring your children on where you work? But I guess maybe because maybe in the Senate, it's more like has to be more secure. I don't know. Oh well, you're 5 hours instead of 6 hours behind. I mean ahead of me. Okay, so we're at Senate. Duckworth serves on several influential committees that give her an important platform to advocate for Illinois' working families and entrepreneurs. The Armed Service Committee, that's one of them. The sorry, the Foreign Relations Committee, the the Commerce. I am so sorry, I'm butchering these words. My bad. The com. Breathe, you're fine. The I can't even say it. Why can't I say it? I know how to say it and I can't say it. It's embarrassing. But I'm gonna try. The commissar. It's not commissar. I can't read it. It's embarrassing. But I'm trying my best. It's COMMERCE. I can't say it. My brain can't do it. It's trying to. I literally know how to say it. My mouth won't process the word. I'm so sorry. And it's Science and Transportation Committee. Yes, yeah, that word. I can't say it. I tried. Committee and the Small Business and Entrepreneur Committee. I'm literally so sorry. I can't always pronounce every word, even though I sometimes my brain will know how to say a word, but it won't let me. Know how to say it, but it won't let me say it. It happens. It's happened before. I don't really know what that is. I don't know if it gets overwhelmed, it can't pronounce the word, or if it just can't form the. Maybe it's I know how to say it. I just can't do it. My brain won't let me do it. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being so supportive, guys. I appreciate it. Because I'm really hard on myself. The first Senate bill she introduced would support Illinois jobs by helping prevent bureaucratic. The funny thing is, I can say this word, but I can't say that word. It doesn't make any sense. Bureaucratic delays in infrastructure projects that became law in record time. I don't know. My brain is very fickle, I guess. And looks like we're almost done, which is kind of insane, but with my notes. Oh yes. As a result of her achievements, Duckworth has been recognized by the Mariah, calm down, you're fine. The Center for Effective Lawmaking as among the top 5 most effective Democratic senators overall, and the most effective on transportation issues in the 116th Congress. She was also recognized as the most effective freshman Democratic senator in the 115th Congress. Well, I'm glad that I really appreciate that you support me, and because I'm very hard on myself because of my pronunciation issues and other things, but that might be because there's trauma attached to it. Just possible. That's possible. Why I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my pronunciation problems. Oh yes. Duckworth is fluent in Thai and Indonesian. She also can speak English, but I didn't say that. Um, she attended college at the University of Hawaii and earned a Master's of Arts in International Affairs for George Washington University. Sorry, from George Washington University. Following graduation, Duckworth moved to Illinois, so she's not from there. She actually, based on what I was reading, she was born in Thailand. Um, yeah, where's that at? Oh yes. Following graduation, Duckworth moved to Illinois and began pursuing a PhD in political science at Northern Illinois University and later worked at Rotary International. To this day, the senator volunteers at local food pantries and participates in community service projects in her free time. Senator Duckworth and her husband Brian are proud parents of two daughters, Abigail and Miley. And that was the end of the information on Senator Duckworth. I'm so sorry if anyone had problems with my pronunciation issues, but I am human, and I know that's most likely from my me being dyslexic is why I have my pronunciation issues. And can't always my brain can't always um, understand how to pronounce things because I can't, you know, I don't process the sounds and the words the same way everyone else does. But I appreciate everyone that didn't give me like say, oh, you can't pronounce that word, you can't. I bet I will be able to pronounce it later when I don't need to pronounce it. But okay, that's how it goes. And then just to note for people that don't know, yeah, I have problems. Plus, I have problems reading, and reading on camera makes it more act really terrifying because reading out loud is a pro. I have a trauma there, and then reading on camera makes it even more heightened. So I get terrified more, and I think with those two together, pronunciation and reading out loud actually makes it more scary. But and I probably can say it now. The word is commerce. That's what I couldn't say. Commerce. I knew it was gonna happen because I normally happens. I can pronounce the word after after I've gone through it. That's the word. Commerce is the word I was trying to say that I should have said earlier. The one that I couldn't say that I spelled. Of course. But that's Mariah's life. And oh yes, the next live stream is actually going to be tomorrow, which is Sunday, March 17th. I know it's Saint Patrick's Day. There we go. Calm yourself down, and it's going to be at noon Eastern, Eastern daylight savings. You know what I'm saying. My point is daylight savings time, but and I'm gonna do it because I actually finally reached my yearly goal, which I didn't think to reach. I was gonna reach in March, which is now this month. I didn't see it happening, and so because I reached that goal, this live stream is actually gonna be. I'm doing two different games, but they're gonna be the disability versions of those games. It's gonna be the disability version of the game Two Truths and a Lie, and for that game, you're supposed to figure out which one is the lie out of the three. That's gonna and that's okay if you can't come. You can always watch it later if you want. And then the other game is gonna be 20 questions. So um, I don't know how that's gonna go because I don't know what questions you're gonna ask me. I have questions. I don't know if you'll answer, and even if you don't got the answer, I have the answers. If you don't, if I just like for this, I just like even if people get things wrong, I get things wrong often. But I think it's good to try your best. As you notice, I get things wrong often, and that's okay. And even if you guys aren't there, it's okay. I'll just it will be what it is. I mean, I don't. I hope no one ever feels pressured to do to speak or share or you know. I don't because I try not to do that because I don't like it myself when I'm pressured to do things I don't feel comfortable doing. But I love I just want you to know I appreciate all of you and um I just appreciate each and every one of you and I hope that you are able to feel seen, heard and valued by what I say and do because I feel like that's very important, and I feel like a lot of people in our community don't get that, are not able to get that in their actual life. So I hope that I'm able to provide that to them, and if I am, I hope that it makes your day, whoever it is, it makes their day brighter. I don't really know. People keep saying I'm inspiration. I don't really see it as that. I'm just trying to be me because I know what I was able to get from my parents, and I know not everyone gets that. Like parents and people online, like you guys and everything. And I have because I have a supportive family. I wish everyone had that. I know not everyone gets to have that, which is kind of crap. It's actually is crap. Let's be honest. Especially when, let's be honest, all of us know having disability makes things harder. I'm not saying it makes things impossible, but um, it just makes things harder. You know, the world sees you differently. They don't value as much, and I think that's really disgusting, by the way. But what the heck do I know? I'm just Mariah. I just want people to know that I see them and I hear them and I value them, and I that's all. I mean, if that's all I can do for them, that's okay. I mean, that to me that's enough, and I think it's valuable, and I know that it could honestly being there for someone could just change someone's day, and to do that it makes me happy to be Mariah. I wasn't always happy to be Mariah, but I am now. Like I don't know. I love you guys. Um, I hope whatever you do to the rest of your day or night or what, I don't know what time zone because different time zones I know. Like I know for Sai it's like night evening time, so I hope you have a good rest of your day, your Saturday. For Maggie, Michael, I think you're around my time, I think, but I don't know. So I hope you enjoy whatever you decide to do, and whoever the other person that's watching, I hope you have a good day, morning, or evening. I don't know what you're in, but my point is, I hope you enjoy whatever else you do. Oh, you're very welcome, and thanks. Okay, thank you guys for watching. As always, I love doing this, even though it's definitely is hard for me because I'm um very introverted. But I love you guys. Bye, guys.